Hi, Sarah. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody to Vino. What's going on? What's going on? Man, it's a pretty night. Well, it's going on evening here. It's a pretty evening here in Texas. So, what's going on? I see Sarah. What's going on, Sarah? What's going on, girl? Hey, I'm not going to be here long, but hey, y'all know I can be kind of strong. So how's things out there your way, Sarah? Everything's going okay with you? The weather, how's the weather out there? Is it raining out there? It was raining here this morning in Texas, but it didn't rain that long. On just rain just for a little bit, just a snid bit it rained, just a snid bit, but not very much, not very much. It got windy. You know, this weather is tricky. You know what I'm talking about? One minute it's raining, one minute you got cold. I mean, this weather is very, very, very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. And I don't know why, but you just never know what you're gonna wear. Nowadays in December, I remember when I was growing up in December, man, December we was like cold. It was cold. We had hats on and gloves on and and coats and stuff. But now this December now, in the new decade, you can wear shorts, flip flops, tank tops. You can wear what you want to wear here in December. Because it don't even get cold in December anymore. I mean, I don't even know what's going on with December, but December is not the same like it used to be. The weather has changed very, very, very drastic. Very drastic. Okay, very drastic, but yeah. Okay, Sarah, thank you, baby. The wind is very drastic, but the weather is very drastic. So right now, you just really don't know what you're gonna get, right? Right. But hey, anyway, tonight's show is gonna be about birthright citizenship. Birthright citizenship. Also, we're gonna talk about Tiger Woods, man. He getting away. He getting away. He getting away. He's not, And also, I'm gonna talk about what's going on with the military. What is the orange man trying to do? I mean, things just not gonna be just right like it's supposed to be. But right now, things are real bad, better than what we really think it is. It's not like the war gonna end in about a week or two, like the orange man said. Oh, the war gonna be in about a week or about a couple of weeks or whatever by May. The war will not be over by May. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The war will not be over in May. I don't know where that one come from, but no, that's not happening in May. The war will not be still going on. I mean, it will be still going on because the man over there, over Iran over there said, no, he would not let Trump get away that easy. He don't care. It ain't over. So right now, they got the other better hand than what we got, right? Right. But let's check out this citizenship for the birthright. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna put a lot of people in a lot of places that they ain't gonna want to be. Let's check it out.
At the Supreme Court as the first sitting president to attend oral arguments. The case centers on one of his executive orders and if just being born in the U.S. makes someone a citizen. Here's Laura Jarrett.
President Trump appearing at the U.S. Supreme Court this morning to hear oral arguments on one of the most controversial moves of his immigration crackdown. His attendance for arguments, a first for a sitting president. Mr. Trump seated in the front row as the justices, including conservatives he appointed, peppered the government's top lawyer with questions about the president's plan to end birthright citizenship, guaranteed under the Constitution to almost anyone born on U.S. soil.
How would it work? You're not going to know at the time of birth for some people whether they have the intent to stay or not.
Are you suggesting that when a baby is born, people have to have documents, present documents? Is this happening in the delivery room?
The Solicitor General emphasizing the president's executive order was aimed at curbing so-called birth tourism, the practice of traveling to give birth in the United States to guarantee citizenship for the baby.
We're in a new world now where 8 billion people are one plane ride away from having a child who's a U.S. citizen.
The Chief Justice pushing back.
Well, it's a new world. It's the same Constitution.
The president has called birthright citizenship a scam, accusing undocumented immigrants of taking advantage of rights under the 14th Amendment.
It wasn't meant for these children. It wasn't meant for people that escaped or invaded, came into our country illegally. It was meant for the children of slaves.
But the executive order signed on the first day of the second term has never gone into effect, repeatedly blocked in the lower courts. If allowed now, the order would only apply to babies born in the future, not retroactively, and the impact could be significant for an estimated 200,000 babies born each year.
And Laura, as we read the comments from the justices, what is this case really going to come down to?
Tom, based on today's questions, these justices seem to view the language of the 14th Amendment as clear. But they do have another path here. The key federal immigration law, the one from the 1950s, Tom, it essentially tracks the same language as the 14th Amendment. And so the justices could point to that as another way to say that the president's order has to be overturned because Congress wanted it that way. They wanted birthright citizenship, Tom.
And then, Laura, I guess the next question is, do we have a timeline here? What's your sense of when we could see a decision in this case?
Yeah, obviously the president would like to see it as soon as possible, given the fact that he took time out of his day to go there and present in the court today, Tom. But the justices don't seem to be in any rush here. They didn't put it on an expedited schedule. They didn't agree to hear it any faster than they would normally. And so we may not see a decision here until the end of June or even early July, as that's when the big cases of the term typically come out here, Tom.
Man, the birthright citizenship has never been tampered with. You know, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. We just can't just be like we are. You know what I'm saying? Everything's trying to change right up on our nose. You know, I don't know. I mean, he's talking about the birthright citizenship, but do you all know that here in Texas is a holding ground for the immigrants that ISIS had captured? Not only that, it's a lot of girls here in Texas that they're holding that's pregnant. Here in Texas, they're holding them here in Texas. But then you want to say something about a birthright citizenship? Okay, so you're holding those girls here in Texas that are pregnant, that are immigrants. You hold them here to have their baby. But then you want to cry about birthright citizenship. How can you cry about birthright citizenships and you're holding those ladies down there in the warehouse where you may be holding them at until they have their babies and things like that? They're still going to be born here in the United States. So I don't understand what the problem is as far as birthright citizenship. You holding immigrants, pregnant immigrants here in Texas. And if they have that baby here in the United States, in Texas, and Texas is in the United States, right? And they have that baby here in the United States, the immigrants that they got held, that's pregnant. They're going to have those babies right here in the United States. They are going to be citizens of the United States. So why fight for birthrights for citizenship? You know, I don't understand that. And to me, I think it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, what can we do? So many things have been taken away from, so many rights have been taken away from us. And so many other things have been put in that place that don't even sound right, don't even read right, don't even look right. It's nothing right about that at all. At all. So, I don't know. And then they messing with the documentations. You know. It's like, damn if you do it and damn if you don't. You know what I mean? Damn if you do and damn if you don't. I mean, why just can't just leave people like they are? Leave everything like it is. The citizenship, leave everything like it is. I mean, whatever that documentation on there is for citizenship, I think it should be just left like it is. Like I said, so many things is being put in place. New laws and old laws taking our place. By the time we get to where we're going downtown to check on some paperwork or whatever, some government paperwork, it's like we're lost. Things is different. We need more ID. You used to just use your ID and your social security card. Now you need birth certificate, ID, social security card, passport, fingerprints, face recognition. You need everything nowadays. You need all of that. You need all of that. I think it's really, really just crazy because, you're making it hard to even be a citizen, to even live in the whole, this big old world they call United States of America, that's fit for everybody to stay in and live in and make their money, the home of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? The state of the opportunities. But how could it be when you changing laws that we're used to, that been in laws, been in place for years, and here you come through here and just start disturbing all the laws, just messing with everything. But do y'all know he trying to build that ballroom right there at the White House? But do y'all know that the judge stopped him from building that ballroom? They stopped him right in the middle of construction. Sure did. He went to court about adding that ballroom on to the White House. And something happened. Probably some Democrats probably, intervened. And they took it to court. And the court put a pause on building that ballroom, even though they had already started the demolition on it. But they cannot do anything right now until the court say they can go ahead and build that ballroom. But right now, that ballroom has been on pause, baby. Pause for the cause. Ain't no ballroom. And I was told that Donald Trump was building that ballroom, and that is his own money that he's putting into that ballroom. But they can always cry before he became president the second time. Bankruptcy, he ain't got no money, this, that. If he's the one paying for that ballroom to be built on that White House down there, well, here, somebody got some money. Something going on. Somebody got some money. But I tell you what, like I said, that judge put a pause to the cause. No, sir. No. So right now, just a big old hole in the White House, and the White House looking really, really raggedy right about now, because some of the wall has been taken out already. So maybe he should have went to the court first before he tried to go and make a demolition and want to make him a ballroom, make a name for himself at the White House. And that's something that a lot of presidents didn't do. With going there and they made names, the statues and the plaques and different things like that. But he go in there as president and destroy things and try to put his name on everything. But it's okay to them. You know what I'm saying? But hey, he holding on, y'all. He holding on. And have y'all seen how slow he's been moving? He's moving slowly. He's moving real slow but surely. He's not moving as perky and as fast as he used to. They were saying one while something was wrong with him, but they never did determine exactly what it was and get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they were saying at one while or another. It sure was. They were saying that one while or another. But anyway, have anyone discussed what they've been saying about the Job Corps? I don't think anybody's really discussing it. I don't think so. It's a graduation event in South Carolina. Something always, I'm telling you, if I tell you, I always say something is going on in South Carolina. South Carolina, y'all been in the news, man, regularly. I know for the last year and a half. Y'all just be in the news in South Carolina. As the U.S. continued to fight the war in Iran, the Marine Corps has boosted protection measures on bases requiring everyone to present real ID, passport, birth certificates to access any sites. Man, what kind of mess is that? What kind of mess is that? I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. In South Carolina, this is happening in South Carolina. A lot of people is not talking about it. I don't know why. I don't know why no one's not saying nothing, but South Carolina, be having a lot going on, y'all, but nobody really talk about it. I don't understand. But anyway, the Marine Corps boost protection. Now, I don't think it's Marine Corps that boosted any kind of protection or any kind of measurements based on requirement to show your real ID, your passport, your birth certificate. To access the site, man, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something is not right. Now, why would you need a passport, your real ID, birth certificate, just to enter a site for graduation? This is graduation. This is graduation. Why would you need an ID for graduation? Why would you need a passport for graduation? Why would you need a birth certificate to even access to even on the site? You know what I mean? But hey, they're saying that the ICE agents will be stationed outside graduation event for the nation's newest Marines to identify whether any of their family members are undocumented, according to the Marine Corps. Now, why y'all fucking with them people? Why are y'all fucking with them people? Therefore, anybody who arrived at the gate of Marine Corps Recruit Depot at Paris Island in Beaufort. So, Beaufort, South Carolina. Beaufort, South Carolina. I tell y'all, for recruit family days and graduation events this week may now have to answer to immigration and custom enforcement officials, the Marine Corps said. Man, y'all gonna have to mess with them people. They also said because of increased force protection measures at the recruit depot, federal law enforcement personnel will be present at installation. Look here. So let me just get this right. These people are getting ready to graduate. They done went to school all this time. Been beat down, rain, sleet, snow, talked too crazy, going through the training classes, through the training, whatever. And then when they get ready to graduate, when they get ready to graduate, y'all gonna tell them people that you're gonna boost the measurements of protection of, and everyone needs to present a real ID, passport, birth certificate, and to access the site. Now, don't get me wrong. Then these are the same people that's saying that they need more people for military. Now, I'm talking about the Marine Corps of South Carolina, the graduation. And these people are the ones getting ready to go fight in the war once they graduate. Once they graduate, aren't there the people getting ready to go fight in the war? So why the hell would you have them to have a hard time at their graduation there in South Carolina, and you ask them to show y'all ID, passport, birth certificate? What kind of shit nizzle is that? That's crazy work. And I'm getting ready to graduate, and why you ask all this stuff like that before I got into the school and did all these years and to graduate, to be in the Marine Corps? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Why wait to graduation in South Carolina? I don't like y'all. South Carolina, y'all some dirty suckers. Well, y'all dirty. You wait till I go through all these classes, all these years here at the Marine Corps, and I get ready to graduate, and you're going to bring ICE in there to harass us and our parents when we get ready to graduate, getting ready to go fight your war, and they're going to come here and arrest our parents, and they don't have no documentation, no ID, no passport, no birth certificate? Oh. No, I don't know. I don't know. That ain't right. That is not right. That is not right. That is not right. And said they gonna be outside, stationed outside the graduation event for the new nation, for the nation's newest Marines. They're gonna be sitting outside. They gonna be outside. Man, that's dirty. That's dirty. I don't go to commercial, man. That's dirty. I don't understand that. That's wrong and dirty. I don't understand it. Do y'all understand that? I don't understand it.
This is the story of the one.
I don't understand it. Hold on.
A broken dock. He sees work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has Grainger, offering the scale to deliver fast. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
y'all. Yeah, I'm back. I'm on a little break up right there. Hey, go ahead and make a little move right quick. I go to take a little break right quick. But anyway, so how do y'all feel about that? How do you feel now that he's doing a birthright citizenship, and then he's now turning around down there in South Carolina at the Marine Corps graduation, messing with those people? Do y'all know how many people say, dang, who's all those people up there not realizing that is an ICE there in the parking lot at their graduation, the happiest moments of their time? They're graduating, they put in work, the footwork, they done stood in rain, they've been cussed out, talked crazy to, and now the graduation day, you know, all this birthright, this citizenship is coming along. You're talking about doing it at the hospitals. Now you're talking about doing it at the Marine Corps. If those people, parents ain't got their passport, their IDs, or their birth certificate, they cannot even see their kid graduate. If their kid who's graduating do not have those documents, will also be arrested. And they said they're going to post them right outside of the dorm or outside the field where they're going to be graduating at. The ICE will be sitting outside waiting on those people. That's dirty. That's dirty. But then you trying to talk about you need people to be in the army. For what? You out there effing with them dang people when they getting ready to graduate. I think it's pretty pitiful. That's a low blow. That's a low blow. That is the lowest blow it could be. That is. But, you know, when you made that known already, before they even signed up to be in the Marine Corps, and then they had to have them documents anyway when they signed up to be in the Marine Corps. So, maybe they're just messing with the parents. But why would you want to mess with their parents? They done put their kid through the school, been waiting for that doggone day. They've been waiting for this day to come. And then get up there and there y'all is sitting outside. Sitting outside. Sitting outside. Of the happiest day of my daughter, of my son day, that we done been taking back and forth to graduate to the school, to attend classes, and, you know, after classes in the Marine Corps, working out and marching and stuff and things like that. I'm gonna post out. Boy, I tell you, boy, that right there, y'all. Now that's dirty. Now that what you call dirty. That's dirty. Yeah. I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think it's right to do something like that? Do y'all think it's okay? I mean, to sit outside? Isn't that harassment? Isn't that harassment? I would say that's dang near harassment. But you know, it just, you know, just look on me. I don't know nothing. You know, I don't know nothing. But I think it's harassment. If y'all think it's harassment, you know, put it in comments or whatever. Or when you watch the replay, you know, put it in there. Let me know. Is it harassment or what? You already getting harassed when you're going up to apply for your things, but now you're gonna get harassed when you at your kid's graduation. No, sir. I would not be happy. I'll be a pissed off parent, you know. And I don't know what make him want to just start messing with people like that. I would say, you know what I'm saying? I know it's some crooks and things with some things was done and some things wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? But how far is too far? You know, how far is too far? I think this was pretty far. So, since he done started all this immigration and documentation stuff, I wonder how many people that's an immigrant that's pregnant going to the hospital, a mother and father, knowing that their baby will be taken from them, or the police can be called on them, or ISIS be called on them while they're in the hospital delivering their baby. You know, it's really scary. It's scary. You know, you all at my child's school. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take my kid to school. You all outside the school, at the schools messing with people. That's crazy. But I just can't fathom that you're saying that you need people to fight in the army, but then you down here in South Carolina at this graduation, I was gonna be outside, I was posted outside and be checking for documentations, ID, a real ID, passport, birth certificate. Man, to even get on the site where you don't work so hard for. You don't work so doggone hard. And on this day, somebody come in and throw a banana peel down there and you slip on it. What? Throw a banana peel down on the ground and you slip on it. And you fall. You know, if you're not at the hospital, you at the school, you at the red light, the stores, then you're going to be at the graduation. South Carolina, boy, y'all just keep on getting a beat after beat after beat after beat after beat after beat down. They will not give y'all any kind of rest in South Carolina. I thought Minnesota was bad, but South Carolina, y'all are always in the news. Always. If it's not the virus, just making everybody sick, you know, y'all, you're not building nothing up there. It's no jobs there in South Carolina. It says nothing's there in South Carolina. I don't know. I was told South Carolina only had one Walmart. I was told South Carolina had one Walmart. It was a North Carolina, one of them, y'all. I don't know, but you know, if you know anybody that's graduating in the Marine Corps, or somebody knows somebody, let them know. Take your real ID. Take your passport. Take your birth certificate. Tell your parents, have their documentation so when you get there, you won't have no problem, y'all. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that y'all are going through some mess like this right here. Man, I don't know. But let's go ahead and check out Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. I think he get a little bit privileged, y'all. I don't know. Let's check this out, y'all. Let's check it out. Check out the audio.
Thank you for that. There are new developments tonight in the Tiger Woods DUI case. Today, the star golfer asked a judge for permission to leave the country for treatment. I'm joined now live by Jesse Kirsch. And Jesse, where does Tiger want to go?
Yeah, Tom, Tiger Woods wants to enter comprehensive inpatient treatment outside the U.S., and a Florida judge just gave the green light. In a new court filing today, the golfer's lawyer writes it is medically necessary for Woods to be treated in another country because in the U.S., his privacy has been repeatedly compromised. Woods was arrested Friday and charged with driving under the influence. He has since pleaded not guilty. Then last night, Woods issued a statement saying, "I know and understand the seriousness of the situation I find myself in." At this point, based on this latest filing, it's not clear exactly what kind of treatment Woods would be getting or where that would be happening, but we do know from the Masters that Woods will not be at the tournament in Augusta, Georgia next week. That is according to the tournament organizers. Tom.
All right, Jesse Kirsch with a lot of new reporting there for us. Jesse, we thank you. Now to the dramatic testimony.
So, do you feel like Tiger Woods is getting some kind of special privileges? Do you feel like Tiger Woods is getting some kind of special privileges because he's Tiger Woods. He says his sensitive information been compromised. He want to go out of the United States and get treatment. The judge said, okay, no problem. Now, just imagine a lot of people have went to those judges and asked to go out of the country to get some kind of assistance. And they get turned down. But this man here by the name of Tiger Woods, professional golfer, and you let him say, "Go, yes, you can go out of the United States and get treatment." So they're saying that the reason why he wasn't drunk, he was on pills from a back injuries that he had a while back, and he's still having those pains, and that's why he's taking those pills. So he wasn't drunk. He wasn't drunk driving. No, he wasn't drunk driving, but he was on prescription medication. And I guess a good thing about it is that they were his pills. They weren't no pills that he went and bought on black market, anything like that. Those are his pills, you know. But dang, how many pills did he have from pain injury, from pain from his back, from the surgery? You know, I don't know, but I just hope that he get the treatment that he need. And you know, to me, when I seen a picture of Tiger Woods, if y'all see my thumbnail, he just looked like a drunk. He looked like an old, tired Chinese, Japanese, Ching Chong Wong drunk. He looked like a drunk. You know, he tore his car up. You know, he ran to somebody. So he looked down. He looked down and grabbed his phone, and he also went to turn his radio up. And he never did look up. No. He went to go grab his phone, and he looked down and picked his phone up. He never did look back up. He turned his radio volume up. And at that time, that's when he ran into the back of the truck, or tried to avoid running to the truck. That's when he flipped over his SUV. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. But I don't think it's fair for him to be able to go out of the United States and get no help. He just was drunk and a pillaholic, you know. I think they said he had surgery back in 2017 when he had the first accident or whatever. So, you know, my thing is, you know, even though he had surgery, he still got back pain. So when you have surgery, your back pain don't get relieved. You have no relief or any back pain. Are you gonna always have back pains? I wonder. No matter what he go through, or what kind of therapy he go through, or what kind of medication he take, we always have those back pains. Will it be doing any good by going out of the United States to another country and get help from a doctor if it's not going to do him any good in the long run and still have the same pain? If you're going to have the same pain, why go anywhere else? Why can't his doctor let him know, well, it don't matter if you go to a different city or state or country and have another surgery or whatever they may give you, you still going to have no kind of pain. I wonder if anybody ever tell him that. I wonder. I don't know. But maybe somebody told me some kind of help, he can get some kind of help, you know. And also, like I said, I feel like it's just a place for him to just run and get out of this trouble that he's in. And whoever that judge is probably knew somebody that Tiger Woods probably knew, or probably ain't good with the lawyer. They all probably sit around at the cigar lounge and smoke cigars and hee ha ha. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at it at all. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Cause those lawyers, and you know he got a good, powerful, bad ass lawyer. You know he got a bad lawyer. You know he do, because the first time he had an accident, the problem, he didn't get too much trouble. They just brushed it off like it wasn't nothing. And then here this term again, come around again, they brushing it off like it ain't nothing, just gonna let you leave the country, go get treatment. So what kind of treatment you gonna get over there that you can't get here in the United States? Oh, I forgot, my bad. Oh, you know I forgot. His name and stuff is out there, and he been compromised to the United States. And he feel like he gonna get a fair treatment. So by him going to another country, he can get another better treatment. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I do not buy it. I don't buy that crap. No, I'm sorry. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think, like I said, I think Tiger Woods is running because he thought maybe he gonna get into a lot of trouble since the last trouble he got into. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, the last time he got into a little trouble, they didn't do nothing to him. It was spank on the hand, put him in the news, try to talk bad about him. They did that, but then he turned around. He was off there, took a little break for a little while. He rested his little golf club in the little corner, get a little dust on. He came out and blew the dust off of it, off them golf clubs, off them little balls. And started back playing, got right back in the news, and he was out there again shooting that golf like he never missed a beat. He never missed a beat. That man just good at golf. He's a good golfer. You know what I mean? He's just a good golfer. Can't say nothing about that. It's a good golfer. But anyway, I'm going to get off here, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Put in the comment. And you make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. But y'all put in the comments and let me know, what do y'all think about how ISIS has been invited to go to South Carolina graduation at the Marine Corps? You let me know how you feel like the birth citizenship. What do you think about that? What do you think about Trump was sitting right there in court when they had the hearing for the birthright citizenship? He was right there. He wasn't gonna miss that, because y'all know he do not want the illegal immigrants in the United States, especially the ones that's not documented, and mainly the ones who's been causing all the trouble, all the murders and all the shooting and fighting and stealing and thugging and lying on their food stamps and Medicaid, welfare, all them government assistance. You know what I'm saying? But he was right there in court. He was right there in court listening to make sure things went right. But yeah, at the birthright citizenship hearing, But like I said, y'all put in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. Y'all let me know how dirty that is for you to be standing outside of my child's graduation that I done put so much work into. And you gonna tell me I need a passport, a ID, a birth certificate to even enter on the site to see my child graduate? Yeah, y'all put some, yeah. Y'all make sure y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, and how y'all feel about the birthright citizenship, and how y'all feel about Tiger Woods. Do you feel like he getting off easy by going to another country to get some more help because he said his name been compromised? I call baloney. I call baloney. Bull crap. But y'all know what? I'm finna get up off here. I'll be back. Y'all keep an eye out for me. Hey, Vino Entertainment TV. Hey, how the hell you gonna love somebody you don't love yourself? Y'all have a good night. Peace.